Hey guys, Glizzy here, and in today's Destiny 2 video, we're going to be taking a look at a Titan build, which is going to be turning our Titan into the ultimate healer. And that sounds crazy to talk about in Destiny, a healer in Destiny, but it actually does work out really well when we use the brand new exotic helmet, Precious Scars. So we put together today a build for the Precious Scars exotic, and this build is going to be turning our Titan into the ultimate healer. So if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to let me know by slamming that thumbs up button. But without further ado, let's dive straight into it. So this build is going to be centered around the Precious Scars exotic, and this exotic comes with the exotic perk Kentsuki, and this exotic perk reads: after reviving or being revived, you gain an aura that provides overshields to you and your nearby allies. So the aura's radius is pretty wide, so you can provide overshields to all of your teammates with ease, and also the overshield that's provided to your teammates has 100 hit points, so it's a pretty beefy overshield that you're going to be giving your teammates, and then it lasts around 10 seconds. So it has a 10-second timer on the overshield, so it's plenty of time to get out of the situation. If you are in a really bad situation, you're reviving somebody, you can get out of that situation with ease and make sure you can survive with that 10-second overshield. So when you are doing in-game activities, I definitely do recommend using the Precious Scars exotic. This is just a top tier exotic for in-game activities. So now moving into the build, a new thing in Beyond Light is now exotics can slot combat mods. So combat mods are Charged with Light mods and Warmind Cell mods, so that's a super epic change. Now our builds can become so much more deadlier now that exotics can slot these combat mods. So for our first mod here, we're going to be using Sheltering Energy. This mod reads: collecting a Warmind Cell grants you an overshield. Now moving on to our next mod, we have Warmind's Longevity. Warmind cells you create last longer, so this is going to be great when we pair it up with our Sheltering Energy. Any Warmind cell that we create is going to last longer on the ground, so we can run over to our Warmind cells and collect as many overshields as we need. And if we have other teammates using the Sheltering Energy mod, any Warmind cell that they see on the ground that we create, they can collect those Warmind cells and give themselves an overshield. So with Longevity, it just gives your teammates and yourself more time to collect these Warmind cells that are going to be providing you overshields. So now moving on to our next mod, now we have our Charged with Light mods here. So for our first mod, we're going to be using Abyssal Charge, and this mod reads: become charged with light by defeating combatants with void melee abilities. Now moving on to our next mod, we have Kindling the Flame. While charged with light, reviving a downed guardian gives you a burst of healing and consumes 1 stack of Charged with Light. So now taking a look at our final mod, we have Supercharged. You can have 2 additional stacks of Charged with Light and up to a maximum of 5 stacks of Charged with Light. So now the final piece of this build is using a Warmind cell producing weapon. So I'm going to be using the Aikilos SMG, but it is really up to you which weapon you would like to use. There is a wide variety of weapons you can choose from, but the Aikilos SMG is definitely the best weapon when it comes to ad clear, so I highly do recommend using this weapon when it comes to making Warmind cells. And finally, we're going to use the Sentinel subclass, and we're going to go with Top Tree Code of the Protector. So that's going to do it for this ultimate healer build. This healer build here is super S tier. This is just one of the best healer builds in the game at the moment. I definitely do recommend using this build if you are going into in-game content, because you are going to be dying a lot and your teammates are going to be dying a lot, and it's just a fantastic build for keeping everybody alive and keeping everybody with overshields. The only drawback to this build is that everybody on your fire team has to be using the Sheltering Energy mod to take advantage of the Warmind cells. If they don't use this mod, then they won't be able to take advantage of the Warmind cells and they'll be missing out on the overshield. So that's just the only drawback, is that your entire team has to be on the same page for this build to just completely be utilized in the right way. But all around, this is just a fantastic build, and it's definitely an S tier healer build, and it's our first actual healer build in the game, and there are a few more that I'm going to be working on that are really good healer builds also. But if you guys did enjoy this Destiny 2 video, please be sure to let me know by slamming that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe for more. And I've been your boy Glizzy. You guys have been my awesome viewers, and I'll see you guys in another. Peace.